Trump seeks delay in classified documents case. In the ongoing classified documents case involving former President Donald Trump, his legal team has presented a new reason for seeking a delay in the trial. They claim that some documents seized by the FBI from Mar-a-Lago have been reordered since their initial custody. Trump's attorneys argue that this shuffling of documents could potentially justify dismissing the case, as it raises questions about the handling and integrity of the evidence, which is central to the trial. They plan to file a motion to dismiss if the prosecution cannot definitively demonstrate the chain of custody and management of the key evidence. This development emerged after Special Counsel Jack Smith's office acknowledged that the arrangement of documents within the seized boxes had indeed changed since the Justice Department first took possession of them. This has caused significant concern for Trump's defense team, who discovered this nearly a year after charges were filed. This issue complicates their preparation for the trial, particularly because the defense's strategy relies on the order of documents to contextualize Trump's actions and potentially exonerate him. The case against Trump involves charges related to mishandling national defense information, with documents containing classified markings found among personal effects at his Florida estate. Both Trump and his co-defendants have pleaded not guilty. The sequence and context in which these documents were stored and presented could play a crucial role in the defense's arguments. The documents' custody underwent multiple reviews, including one by a special master appointed by federal judge Eileen Cannon, to separate privileged materials from those accessible to investigators. Despite these reviews, Trump's legal team contends that the original arrangement of documents in the boxes, as they initially reviewed them, has been altered. This alteration, they argue, affects their ability to prepare a defense based on how classified materials were interspersed with other items in the boxes. Prosecutors maintain that while the documents may have been reordered within the boxes, the integrity of the boxes and the documents themselves remains intact. The case continues to develop, with ongoing debates about evidence handling, adding layers of complexity to the pre-trial proceedings. The recent developments in the legal case involving former President Donald Trump, where his attorneys are seeking delays due to reordered documents in the classified documents case, have significant implications for the American public. This scenario underscores the complexities and challenges within the U.S. legal and political systems, especially concerning high-profile figures. Firstly, the case highlights issues of transparency and trust in the judicial process. For many Americans, the integrity of how evidence is handled is crucial to their confidence in the outcomes of legal proceedings. If evidence can be perceived as tampered with or mismanaged, it may lead to broader public skepticism about the fairness and effectiveness of the judicial system, especially in politically sensitive cases. Secondly, this situation emphasizes the ongoing political divide in the country. For supporters of Trump, the case may be seen as another example of what they believe to be a politically motivated attack against him, potentially reinforcing their mistrust in the current administration and the justice system. Conversely, critics of Trump might view the legal challenges and delays as tactics to evade accountability, potentially fueling further calls for stringent legal scrutiny and transparency. Furthermore, the case has the potential to influence the political landscape, particularly as it plays out in an already polarized environment. As the 2024 presidential election approaches, the proceedings could impact voter sentiment and the political strategies of both major parties. It could sway undecided voters, or reinforce existing loyalties, depending on their perceptions of the trial's fairness and the motivations behind it. Lastly, the case acts as a focal point for discussions about the handling of classified information and national security, topics of paramount importance to many Americans. The implications of how sensitive information is managed, especially by former and potentially future leaders, are critical for national security and the protocols surrounding classified materials. In summary, the impact of this legal controversy extends beyond the courtroom, influencing public trust, political dynamics, national security perceptions, and the broader discourse on accountability and justice in America. Follow the channel to receive the latest news. 3.